Seit einem halben Jahr.
Dass du verdienst und unbedingt brauchst. Du meinst, du hast eine Ahnung von der Beziehung zwischen dem Karl und mir?
Hey everyone, today I'm going to recap a movie called Family Practice. This movie follows a stepmother who desperately wants to have a child, but no matter what she does, her dream never comes true. Eventually, she begins to entertain a deeply twisted idea. She starts thinking that if she can't have a child with her husband, maybe her stepson could be the answer. Curious to see what happens? Let's jump right into the story. The movie opens by introducing a young couple named Simon and Phoebe. They're both art students in college. Phoebe comes from a broken home, while Simon grew up in a loving and stable family. Every Saturday, his entire extended family gets together to continue their long-standing family tradition. Simon actually has two mother figures in his life, his biological mother and his stepmother. And as it turns out, his stepmother is incredibly attractive.
Man is im Finale van de Ring.
Ich zeichne, ich bin Illustrator.
One day, a small incident occurs when Simon's biological mother suddenly collapses and faints.
Ja, das machst du doch schon. Sonja ist eine neue Sekretärin.
Der Kreislauf. Ist gerade wieder okay.
Mami! Was ist jetzt gekommen? Mami!
A few days later, Simon returns to his usual routine as a dedicated college student. He gives one of his art projects to Phoebe so she can review it as part of the assignment they're working on together. Not long after that, Simon's mother arrives and asks to speak with him in private. Out of respect for Simon's mother, Phoebe gives them some time alone to talk. It turns out that Simon's mother wants him to take over his father's business for a while because she and Simon's father are planning to go on a vacation overseas. During that time, Simon will be working alongside his stepmother, Sonia. At first, Simon refuses. But then his mother breaks down in tears and explains that if he doesn't agree, his father will end up going on the trip alone with his much younger wife. That's the last thing she wants to happen. Wanting to do what's best for his mother, Simon eventually agrees. He then asks Phoebe if he can temporarily step away from the project they've been working on together. Although she's disappointed, Phoebe understands Simon's situation after he explains everything to her.
Checkt sie es dann mal endlich? Im schwarzen Rock.
Ja. Der Papi fragt seine Sekretärin, okay?
The next day, after getting Phoebe's permission, Simon heads to his father's office. Before leaving, his father carefully explains everything Simon needs to take care of. All of his responsibilities have already been neatly written down in a notebook, since Simon's father is a well-known medical specialist.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Zwei unterschiedliche Timecodes. Einer oben.
Erst Kunstprojekt. Cool.
Once everything is set and ready to go, Simon's father and biological mother leave for their vacation. Meanwhile, Simon begins working alongside his beautiful stepmother, Sonia.
Ihr zwei.
Was wir uns alles erzählen?
Ja, wir haben jetzt nicht so viel besprochen von diesen Ferien.
Ich hoffe, das Geld zu was Lebenswichtiges.
Days go by with very little conversation between them. It's obvious that Sonia still feels awkward around Simon after marrying his father. One day, the family's regular massage therapist arrives, saying it was time for the doctor's scheduled massage. Hearing this, Simon explains that his father is currently away on vacation.
Das ist wirklich ausgesucht.
Ich bin beim Graf vorläufig in der Gruppe.
As soon as Sonia hears that, she's clearly upset. She had no idea her husband had secretly hired a private massage therapist. Feeling betrayed, she breaks down in tears. And this is where the moment you've been waiting for begins, as the relationship between Simon and his stepmother starts to change. The next day, after everything that happened, Simon and Sonia begin getting along much better. Unlike before, Simon starts speaking to his stepmother in a much friendlier way. Later that afternoon, a courier delivers a package from Simon's father for Sonia. Inside, she finds a single red rose along with a heartfelt love letter. Instead of making her happy, the gift only makes Sonia even more upset. She believes Simon's father is being selfish by loving two women at the same time, while also keeping a young massage therapist on the side. Seeing how upset Sonia is, Simon takes the flowers and throws them far away from the office. However, on his way back, Simon is disappointed after spotting Phoebe having lunch with a man he has never seen before. Phoebe tries to explain that the man is an artist who will be helping them with their project. Even so, Simon can't hide his disappointment and heads straight back to the office.
Also. Moin, wie geht's? Dir, was macht ihr?
Kannst du dich erinnern, Max?
Sag mal, was fällt dir ein? Wo sind Sie?
Ich habe das Gefühl, wenn ich dich als Patientin bin.
The following day, Simon is disappointed once again after discovering that someone has replaced him on the project without even informing him or asking for his permission. Feeling betrayed, Simon walks into a room and immediately calls his father. He tells him that he wants to quit working at the office and return to focusing on college. But instead of receiving support, Simon is scolded and lectured by his father. Frustrated because he feels unappreciated by both his father and his girlfriend, Simon returns to the office. There, he immediately approaches Sonia to vent his frustration. Sonia, who has been feeling lonely for a long time herself, gets caught up in the moment. Before long, the distance between them begins to fade, and they grow even closer.
Ich will die ganze Akte.
Okay, aber der Gang kurz raus. Weiss es nicht.
After that incident, their relationship is no longer that of a stepson and his stepmother. Instead, they've become more like a couple. That evening, Simon meets up with Phoebe at a bar. He honestly confesses that he's been having a relationship with his stepmother. Phoebe is instantly shocked and can't believe her boyfriend has betrayed her. Without saying much, she walks away heartbroken.
Wie soll das jetzt weitergehen?
Not long afterward, Sonia calls Simon. She tells him she's feeling lonely and asks him to come over. Without thinking twice, Simon heads straight to see her.
Oh nein, muss es überhaupt ein Zopf sein?
The next morning, while Simon has just woken up and Sonia is out shopping, his father suddenly comes home earlier than expected. That's when Simon's father realizes what happened between Simon and Sonia the night before. Surprisingly, instead of losing his temper, Simon's father remains calm. Deep down, he knows he has never been able to give Sonia the child she has always wanted. Long story short, Simon returns home with his mind in complete turmoil. Not long afterward, his biological mother calls him in tears. She tells him that his father is packing his belongings to move in with Sonia because she has fallen into depression. In reality, his father simply doesn't want his young wife getting any closer to his own son. Hearing this, Simon immediately rushes to his mother's house to check on her.
Gerade wieder gehen.
Weißt du eigentlich, wie es mitgeht?
After leaving his mother's house, Simon can't stop thinking about Phoebe. He goes to find her and sincerely apologizes. Thinking back on everything that had happened between him and Phoebe, the emotional weight becomes too much for Simon to bear, and he suddenly collapses. When Simon wakes up, he's shocked to find himself in a hospital. His father, sitting beside his bed, tries to comfort him. He then explains the real reason why he married Sonia. It turns out that Sonia was once his patient. She had suffered from severe depression after a painful relationship and had nearly taken her own life. That's why Simon's father decided to marry her. Even after hearing the explanation, Simon still refuses to believe it. In his eyes, everything that has happened has only made Sonia suffer even more. But his father tells him that if he divorces Sonia, he has no idea what she might do. A few days later, Simon's father is seen giving a seminar attended by a large audience. Watching him, Simon feels proud of his father's success as a respected doctor and psychiatrist. Several months later, the whole family gathers once again. This time, however, Sonia is holding a baby in her arms. Unfortunately, the movie never reveals who the baby's father really is. Is it Simon, or is it Simon's father? After everything he's been through, Simon decides to leave the art program and enroll in medical school instead. He wants to become a doctor just like his father. And with that, the movie comes to an end. So, what do you think about this movie? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And that's the story of Family Practice. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to support the channel by leaving a like, dropping a comment, and subscribing. See you in the next video.